welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and I make them funny. If you would like to leave a suggestion for me to make funny, put it in the comments and whatever. Today's suggestion is workplace interviews. You know how they talk about the road to nowhere? My suggestion from nobody is workplace interviews. I sometimes go to job interviews and I see the person there who's severely underdressed. You know, like the guy who's got the sandals and he's wearing a tank top. Now, I don't know anything about this person, except for one thing for certain, and that is that person is single. Because what are the chances that two people thought that was the best thing to wear to a job interview? All right, honey, I'm headed out to the interview. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't go to the interview not wearing any shoes. You get in there, go put on your flip-flops. The nice ones, the ones I got you for Christmas. You're lucky you got me in your life, mister. Nowadays, you can't apply for a job in person. It's all online, which means that every job application also comes with some sort of questionnaire to weed out the really dumb people. Like there'll be a question on there that says, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your customer service? Who's not putting anything other than 5? Is there really somebody who's like, my customer service? Well, I do have a habit of telling people to go so I'm going to go ahead and put a 2. You know, because what I lack in customer service, I'm making up for by being honest. The only reason you would put anything lower than a 5 to that question would be if you're applying for the TSA. And a lot of these online applications will ask you the same question over and over, but they'll do it in different ways. Like maybe the first question will say, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate the importance of being on time? And then like 4 questions later, they'll say like, true or false, being on time is a good thing. And then, 5 questions later, true or false, somebody who's always late should be subject to capital punishment. Yeah, I get it, Menards. You have an issue with no one showing up on time. Do you really think you're going to weed everyone out through this dumb trickery? Hey, listen, this guy, like the first time he said being on time is good, and then the second time he said being on time was bad, and then this third time he does agree that we should murder people who are late. And we got like 15 more questions, but by the time they answer all these, we'll have a good sense of whether or not they like to be on time or not, because, we have the problem. I also think that interviewers should give heads ups to how it's going. That was weird how I said those words. Those just jumbled together out of my mouth. But they should say how it's going. Instead of going, like you answer a question, instead of them going, oh yeah, good answer. They should just let you know. Like you show up to a job interview, you're wearing flip-flops and a tank top. They walk you in, they go, hey, thanks for coming in. Let me just show you where you're going to be, where you would be having the interview if you had dressed appropriately. Anyway, we'll get back to you. Or, when you're answering questions, they should give you a heads up as well. Like you answer a question and they just go, No, sorry. The answer we were looking for is that you are comfortable working with people of other ethnicities. So you got that wrong, but you can come back in 6 months, try again. Anyway, thanks for coming in. We'll get back to you. I think they should do it because that way then when people don't get the jobs, they know why. Because I guarantee that somebody who doesn't get a job, they go home to their friends and they're like, yeah, man, it's such crap. They didn't hire me because I just happened to mention that I'm a Packers fan. You know? And then their friend is like, no, they didn't hire you because you showed up in beachwear and you're a racist.